So, hello. Today, as people who play Genshin Impact know, we're getting close to the end of one version, and we'll get an update in just a couple of days. So, events are wrapping up and such. So, there isn't that much going on in Genshin. I was checking out, trying to see if maybe I could put a different claymore on Sayu and get some better use out of her. I think the Favonius might be better. Either way, I kind of want to level it up to level 90 because it is a good sword. Full burst, normal or charged attack on hit. Okay, that sounds alright for the kind of support, but I'm not going to be using her auto attacks or charge attacks, or I guess burst. That's nice. I could try it and see how I like it because I'm not really using Jinyan these days. So it's gonna be a fun little combo. But what I figured I'd do today is I'd start off by doing this domain, which I forgot to do the other day when I was doing domains that I hadn't done in Inazuma yet. I figure it's a good idea to get through all of them. And this is an area that I haven't completed yet, so might as well give it a shot and see if this helps. It might not, it might. Let's just go in with this team. I like it. And it has Zhongli so that I can go up higher if need be. Alright, so another little fancy domain, unlike the last one I did on stream, which is the last one I did in Genshin at all, which was just the battle arena, but the one I did before that was a little bit like this with terrain. Okay, so, oh, nice. So in domains, you can only climb ladders, so that's one way that they changed the rules of the world just for domains, which I guess is fine. Just part of the deal. So today I figured I'd go down to something like maybe 7 fragile resin. Yeah, something like 7 fragile resin, because I kind of want to have some saved up for if it happens to be the case that I pull Ball or Jean or Sarah, but mainly Jean or Ball. I would love to be able to level them up right away, and I will need some condensed resin for that. Is this it's the exact same place? Okay, for some reason I thought it was the other side. Well, let's just try going to the exit. But I'm kind of curious, like, what is all here? Oh, I'm not moving the wall. Anything? Pick up? Nope, I don't see anything. Oh, can't move that. There's that. Okay, can we move it like this? Oh, nice. We got on a chest. And there's another thingy there, which, yeah, it's a good thing I came here, because it seems like it's necessary for me to do this. Yeah. I would say this is pretty good level design. I'm enjoying it. It makes me feel like I've discovered stuff, while all the while I'm really just following the exact track that the game developers laid out, and they did a good job manipulating. Oh, maybe. This. Okay, can I only collected 2. I need a third, right? Yeah. So maybe with this pathway open... Yeah, this makes sense. So, I might have said it before, and it's not an original idea by any stretch, but yeah, the Genshin seems to be used, or MiHoYo seems to be using Genshin as a platform to try out different gameplay styles with events and also non-events like this one. This is just the domain of the world, but so they're offering us a bit of a different rhythm. It's not the right term, but there's a different rhythm to the gameplay in this, right? Compared to all the farming, for let's say. Unfortunately, there are only a total of 3 domains. Yeah, that I know of. Anyway, in Inazuma so far. There will be more, but even so, there will be what? Maybe 6? 10 at most? And in terms of content, obviously the farming just easily outweighs everything else, right? So let's see, I wonder how Skyward Pride is on Sayuki. ER is similar, but she gets higher attack, right? What's the other one? Okay, there it is. And what effect does he get? It's not too annoying. Okay, let's try using Yoimiya here. Thank you, Zhongli. Oh, it's this one. Okay, let's do that, then refresh your shield. Okay. Alright, thanks to Yoimiya, we'll be doing a little bit extra damage, I think. Pretty sure. Nice. Okay. So I guess these guys were just the only... Are they the only opponents? Well, certainly the only boss opponents of the domain. So yeah, that was neat. Very quick finish. It's very pretty here. Oh, come on. So you can't go through. It is really pretty. That. So you can actually take picture. Camera. 21 minutes for that, so I'll have to remember to do that. Oh, seriously? Alright, re-equip this. Okay, well, anyway, it's quite pretty, eh? And you can always come back to it, I guess. But there's just no reason to. Yeah, I'll give them that. All the domains in Inazuma, I have thought, have been quite beautiful. Yeah, quite pretty. Worth, but did I actually get... Was that worth anything? Did I get the... whatever, seal... I forget what those are called. I can actually go to find out. Anyway, this is, of course, the... Oh, let me actually just make sure. I'm pretty sure I've already done this, but let's verify. Oh, okay. So maybe you can do that every day for... for that artifact. One artifact hardly seems worth doing, but then again, it's right next to the teleport. So, okay, let me see. This takes me down to the boss, the one you have to beat for Ayaka's Ascension material. Fortunately, so to speak, I don't have Ayaka, so I've never really had to fight the boss. I've fought him maybe once or twice just for fun. I remember I went there to collect the... what's it called? Electroculus. Okay, so there's another one of these here. I think I've also done this, and I think this might also give an artifact, now that I think about it. No, this one doesn't even... I don't know if that's because I've already used it, or because it just doesn't. In any case, it's not going to give it to us this time. Let's move on. But anyway, yeah, I think it might actually be better for me to just teleport to the actual teleport waypoint. And just gonna check that the event didn't, or the domain didn't give me the... There, I don't see anything. Alright, I think I want to go back up here. I'm not 100% sure on that, but find out. This isn't the biggest area, and are there enemies here? I think there might have been enemies here, but I cleared them out earlier. Okay, so... Well, this is just the seagrass, not that... Oh, and I've taken everything here. Oh yeah, Sonic gameplay, right? Indeed. Although, actually, I was thinking this is a game that was fairly popular in its day, but I don't know how popular it is these days. I think they might have made a remake, or not a remake, HD remaster, like, collection on PS4 or something. Maybe PS3. But Sly Cooper, in that game, he had a way of moving around. Also, I love the fact that you can just pick these guys up. Yeah, he had a way of moving around, and there were achievements in that game, the first game anyway, I think, and maybe later games too, where if you beat each level within a certain time span, you would gain bonuses, including developer commentary and such. You know, I didn't get it. I don't know where to get this ward item, so let's forget about that for now. And that's not the place I wanted to go. Yeah, and there were areas in the game where, in order to make it within the time span, you had to use a rolling ability that you gained at a certain point in the game, because otherwise you just weren't fast enough. And that's what Lily Pichu here reminds me of, or I don't use US voice or English voice, but yeah, this man, this is so adorable, and it's so damn useful, and it's so long, right? Yeah, I could see people, and I think I might have seen this actually on Reddit or something, but it's certainly a thing. I'd bet my life on it, where people have made courses in the Eternity Pot. Wait, the movie? Wait, which movie? They made a Sly Cooper movie? Is that a thing? If so, I didn't know about that. Yeah, like between... Oh yeah, that'll be fun. Oh, Sonic movie? Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, Sonic movie. Certainly, I haven't seen it, but everything I've heard about it is that it's been it was good. And nothing against English voices myself. You know, I just never used them. Right? I just prefer the other ones, especially when I'm in Inazuma. I figure using Japanese voices is just fitting. I'm gonna fill up with 5, and I figure I'll probably go down to like 7 fragile resin. I kind of want to have some saved in case I get Ball, Sarah, or Jean. Especially Jean. I guess if I get Jean, it should be a top priority to just start farming for Ascension and everything, because I don't have her materials or anything like that. But same with the other ladies, of course. But Jean, I'd want to just get up very quickly. Oh, nice. Shimenao set on Huta makes sense. More damage. Really? Okay, even better than with the set you had on her, right? Which I think was Witch and something else. Yeah, when you got the JP voice talent. Yeah, I mean, as a fan of the JP voice talent, I agree. But, I mean, some people are fans of the English voice talent, right? More power to them. I don't really care for them myself. So, I should try not taking Zhongli. But I remember when I went to... This was like 10, 15 years ago now. Actually, it was back when Evangelion 2.2 came out. In... Let's try this. Rely on Diona for the shielding. Or... Let's rely on her for healing. And we're probably gonna need healing. Because she's not gonna be able to provide enough shielding. But I remember back when Evangelion 2.2 came out, I went to Anime Boston that year, like most years. In fact, I went to Anime Boston for a good long stretch of time every year for a while, but I stopped going for even before the pandemic. But anyway, I remember a bunch of the voice actors from that movie, from the dub of the English release were there. And the lines to get autographs for them were quite long. A lot of people were big fans of these people, so like I said, more power to them. Not my thing, personally. But 300 EXP books, wow, nice. I don't have anywhere near that myself. 70k per charge at time. 7 million more. I think I have only around 2.8 million myself. I would love to get more, but yeah, it's gonna take a while. But oh, Evangelion afterwards is the Rebirth Evangelion is, you might say it's a remake. It's a movie version remake, but there's 4 movies that sort of encompass the original 26 episode series plus a movie. Yeah, basically the original series from the 90s was a it was a 26 episode series and a movie, and they remade it into 4 movies, and it diverges quite a bit after the second movie. So basically it's 60% new material, 40%. Although even the new material is quite inspired by the old, but it's not a straight up remake. Certainly not. 7 million will get blown through so fast. Yeah, I know. I was at like 5 million before I got Yoimiya and Sayu, and I guess I don't know. This one, it'll have to depend on what the next one rolls. Yeah, this one, great. Anyway, sorry, let me catch up on chat. It's been, I'll have to check out the, later. But, oh yeah, and then if you want to get the talents up to levels 9 or 10, right, it takes a shit ton of more. Different from the anime? Are new animations? Yeah, they are brand new animations. Yeah, exactly. They are completely newly animated. They're not taking the original in any way other than there are a bunch, especially in the first two movies, of shot-for-shot remakes, but they are remakes. They are not like re-edits or whatever, and they play on that quite a bit. And I would say after I finally watched episode 4, or the fourth movie, um, the other day, or about a week ago, I think. And I mean, I liked the ending overall with the movies. I'm not sure if I liked it better than the TV show ending, the original, or the original movie from the 90s. But overall, the movie series had some of the best action I've ever seen in any anime. The second and third movies, and the fourth movie to a lesser extent, but as well as the first movie, but especially the first and the third movies, or second and the third movies. In my opinion, the action was just top notch. Some of the best you'll ever see in any anime. I'm not usually a big mecha person, like, personally, yeah, so I'm not that big into, like, mecha action, usually, but I thought the way the Evangelion movies did it was really, really good. Very impressed. Yeah, so the first two movies, most of the first two movies follow the original TV series beat for beat, and then it starts diverging around partway into the second movie, and then definitely the third and fourth movies. It's very, very diverging, but thematically, it's very much inspired by the original. Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't seen Gundam Unicorn or Hathaway's Flash, not yet, so I can't speak to it. They could easily be better, you know. To be fair, I haven't seen them, and especially if they've come out. I don't know when they came out, but Evangelion, these came out in like 2009 or 8, in 2012 or 13 or 14 or something like that. So they've been a while, so I'm I could see them being eclipsed since then. But anyway, it looks like these aren't so great. This one could be good if it rolls a crit and then only rolls ER or the new crit, but I'm not counting on that. This one just looks like straight up garbage. So let's keep going. I've watched the TV series in 2 decades. Yeah, well, to be honest, I haven't watched the Evangelion TV series in 2 decades. Well, maybe not. I'm not sure. Probably been about a decade now that I think about it. I saw it online as like with a group of people maybe about a decade ago. That was a rewatch, and I think that might be the last time I watched the actual TV series. I originally watched the TV series probably about 10 years before that. Ooh, shit. The shield wore off. Alright, I need to stop acting like I'm somebody dependent on Zhongli's shield. Oh, shit. Okay, let's break through his shield. And shield, okay, good. And oh, okay. I think I mistook one of the HP bars of one of the things that this guy drops for the HP bar of the Abyss Mage. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'm enjoying trying to do this, well, and doing it with the level 50 Noelle. I might want to just level her up and put some rudimentary defense artifacts on her. Oh shit, I used the original Risen. It's not a big deal. But at some point, just to give her a stronger shield. Right. Get Ballin. Character drama was what was really great about it. What do you mean, the Evangelion? Yeah, that was what really sold it, and they really. I don't need Raya. They did that well again in the remake, I guess. But I would say the remake didn't do anything particularly new. That's not true. That's not true. It took it the ending is it's a different take. Yeah, different take. But it's staying in line with a lot of the same themes. Yeah. It's hard to explain without spoiling it, I guess. But I liked it. I did quite like it. It's just I like the original too quite a bit. And they're both good. It's hard to even compare the two in a way. But I do like the fact that this is the one that came out later. Because they are now what? The two endings are 15 years apart. No, 14 years apart, something like that. Because the original ending came out in 1997, I believe. So they you know, they're fundamentally the same story, but two very different perspectives in a way, while taking on the same themes. You know, the anime ending. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, the anime ending, the original ending, was quite something. I liked it. It's gotten more convoluted and confusing. In a way, yeah, I would say so. Yeah, it's. But I mean, you know, whenever they add something new to it, it's gonna. That's the nature of it, I guess. The ooh, okay, this one's pretty good. EM even. I'd rather have obviously ER or crit, but yeah, that's pretty good. That one's trash. All right, but of course a feather you can. It's easy to get. Well, maybe not easy, but relatively speaking, it's easier than others to get good uh feathers. You like bad endings too? What do you mean by bad? Like bad as in sad for the characters, or bad as in just like that was the shit way to end the series and I'm disappointed, like Game of Thrones, let's say. Because there are obviously different ways to interpret that, right? Bad ends versus bad endings, perhaps. But I'm almost tempted to watch. What is it? School Days for the bad ends that I know that it has, or Nice Boat, you might say it has. But I don't know. Watching an entire series that I think is supposed to be pretty bad for just that, maybe not so worth it. Oh shit! Alright, let's use her first. And get some healing going. Nice. Good job. Yeah, Sayu's solid. I feel like I kind of want to, you know, once I get Jean, which knows when, it'll be fun to run both her and Jean, but I feel like they overlap with each other quite a bit. Yeah, original Evangelion ending was a bad one for humanity. Certainly, yes. It was certainly very bad for humanity. That was sort of the deal. In the movies, oh come on. What? Oh, wow. I mean, because EM, not the best stat, but EM has its niche uses, but that's upset. Another cryo damage bonus. Uh, This one, if somebody decides to build a kind of a niche DPS Iona, that could work, but I don't see myself using that. Alright, let's do another one. The VN for School Days is rated highly? Oh yeah? Yeah, I know the original VN for School Days is, it's very much a straight up porno, and even more so than like Tsukime or Fate, what I've heard. Yeah. What's her stats? Whose stats? You mean... So... Yoimiya? So I decided to keep, so you can see not great ER, but unfortunately, I still need, I want to get that 4-piece of the Shimao whatever set, the attack, the new set. But right now I'm running this, and with it... Oh yeah, your Hutao. Wow! 222? Yeah, that's pretty nuts. But anyway, yeah, this is her stats right now, which is actually... I'm pretty impressed. She's been holding her own quite well compared to Diluc. Yeah, in general. Like... from what I've seen, I watched, so actually Enviosity, the streamer, watched on one of his streams recently an I Win to Lose video where he went over an actual tier list, just for the hell of it. And, you know, they put Yoimiya above Diluc, and based on my experience, it doesn't actually surprise me that much, because with the same artifacts, and Yoimiya with actually lower talent levels than Diluc, she is, I mean, I haven't done a direct comparison, but they're pretty comparable, pretty similar, and Yoimiya has definitely outdone him in certain cases, like the cryo hypostasis plus. Oof, it's bad. It's also bad. Oh, getting good ending in School Days is really hard to do. Okay, so yeah, I think I heard that the VN was, the hentai game was notorious. Might as well just kill these guys. Notorious for having, yeah, difficult. Maybe I didn't hear that it was difficult, but I heard that it had plenty of bad endings or bad ends where your character died in gruesome ways, and that was, of course, why the anime had to end that way, right? It would have been a shame if the anime ended in any other way, kind of. But it came to a shock to a lot of people. There's still no Western Tsukime, right? Yeah, I saw on Reddit for... Right, let me just... I'll just go into Inazuma. It's not a big deal to go to the alchemy table. Right, no Fate Stay Night. Right, yeah, we don't have any actual Type Moon VN in Western release. That's just the thing. The only one we... Actually, no, that's not true. We have Fate Go, right? Fate Go is technically... It's not only Type Moon, but it is a Type Moon visual novel. It is, I mean, you know? So, yeah. You think... So, Evan, you still think D looks better than Yoimiya? I mean, I could see that overall because of the AoE. That's the thing. They did comment that because of AoE, D look... or or that was a weakness of Yoimiya, and D-Look makes a big uh, difference on that. But there are niches, right? Based on because Yoimiya, because she's a bow user, can also and this is where I found her useful because she's a bow user. She was capable of excelling in certain situations where D-Look had more difficulty. I'll hold on to this for now and level it up to level 4 and then let's see. Probably use it as fodder. Oh, right, this one had crit ER, okay. Attack. Yeah. This one. Yeah, just going through the numbers? Well, yeah, I haven't done the math or anything, or I haven't done play testing, but I have seen that there are cases where Yoimiya does better, but overall it does seem like Diluc does better. But oh yeah, I was saying earlier that I saw on the Reddit for let's hold to this and pull it. Reddit for Fate Go. Somebody was sending like sharing links, I think, of how to run Tsukihime Remake on Switch emulator and also run a OCR translator, OCR from Japanese into Japanese text and then run it through a Google Translate or whatever. Oh wow, that's awful. That one's also just bad. That one. And yeah, that one's not worth keeping. That one's not worth keeping. Come on. Oh, this is so bad. Alright, now let's take a look at the actual artifacts I got. So, I'm actually not sure how my Shimanoa's feathers are doing, because, yeah, see how many feathers I already have. Right, so this one, damage crit rate, those are low rolls at crit rate, but it does have attack. Yeah, I did see also on Reddit that people were suggesting that people use the survey to complain to MiHoYo, and I think, I mean, I don't recall if I wrote it in my survey, actually. I didn't want to spend too much time on it, but I figured why not? Because I already have Yoimiya. If they buff her, I don't mind. Make her stronger, make her more useful for me. That's a win, but I don't care that much, to be honest. I think she's alright. But if they buff her, well, that'll just be another really strong character to be used on my roster. You cannot roll for Yoimiya banner? Well, not yet, right? Not for till a rerun because you're saving for ball. Because I imagine you have Primo Gems, right? Right. So let me actually see. This is the new one that I got, and it's actually it's ER and attack. But if it doesn't roll a crit on the next one, which is pretty likely. Okay. I want to hold on to this one. Might be it's a 4-star, but EM is rare enough. This one, not. One. It gives me a crit. No. That one's not really worth keeping. Yeah, before the ball banner. Actually, let me just think. Ball banner. I have 327 pulls, plus... Actually, I also have a bunch of some intertwined fate. So overall, yeah, I'll be close to like 360. We'll see. I might go ahead and do pulls for ball on ball's banner right away. 65. Yeah, 3 weeks, or yeah, ball will be around for 3 weeks, right? I think that's probably the plan. That's plenty of time. It's kind of a shame about that the gladiator's piece that's on her right now. It rolled into HP quite a lot of times. Anyway, so this one I don't think is worth keeping around. Yeah, they're better. That one too. I'm not sure why that's on clay. Just put whatever on clay. Crit rate. Probably not worth keeping around. Worth. Not sure why I have this one locked, but I think ultimately it's not worth keeping. Even to fill that. And unfortunately, I guess at the very least I should count myself lucky that I have crit rate and crit damage circlets at all. With ER no less on one of them and attack on the other, but neither of them has the other crit. Play is probably the 5-star I use least, yeah. Other than Kaching, actually. These days I hardly use Kaching because I have her max friendship and I don't really have her built. And Mona, well, Mona at least I do bring her up pretty with pretty decent regularity when I'm dealing with pyro enemies. She is still pretty busted when it comes to dealing with such characters. Alright, so I'm gonna unlock this, and if this doesn't roll a crit, and I think it would have to be a crit, because it already has 2 completely dead stats. Oh, okay. Let's keep rolling that, actually. I'm kind of curious. It misses the 2 dead stats every time. Although I still kind of prefer crit rate versus crit damage because like attack and crit damage are kind of interchangeable, right? But of course crit damage has bigger numbers and that's what makes it more attractive or desirable. Okay, this one's dead. I don't particularly need cryo damage bonus pieces anyway. I have actually I somehow have 2 decent Lizard Sphere, Cryo. 2-piece Electro, 2-piece Shimano. Yeah, that would work. Holy shit, 90%. Yeah, I've been thinking I might want to put my BP sword on... So this one's dead at this point. I don't really need Cryo. On my BP Greatsword, Claymore, on Nado. And have her rely on the emblem set for the ER instead of ER sword. This one's close to dead anyway. I don't know if it's worth leveling. Like, this one has solid substats, but the nice thing about having the cryo is that it it opens up a lot of options for swapping around better pieces on other sets, whereas this, if you use an off piece like this on a cryo character, kind of limiting yourself. Actually, let me see. I tried experimenting with emblem set on Beto the other day off stream, and fortunately the pieces that I have set still aren't strong enough to make it worth using, but I'm starting to get some better pieces, I guess. Yeah, I'm thinking because I've actually started using Yoimiya in favor of D-Look when I'm using a Pyro DPS, that I can put the BP Claymore on Beto instead of D-Look. Oh, Ballin Child. Yeah? Yeah, you've had good experience with the Electro charge before, right? With Electro and Hydro together, so that could work. Yeah, let's see. I wonder myself if I'll get Ball, and if I do, how I'll do, because like whatever pieces I get on for Beto can actually probably be put right on Ball without any problem. Alright, so I didn't really get any good pieces on that run, but let's use another set of these. I think I'm gonna be willing to go down to 7, but let's start by doing that. Yeah, and I think I'll do the same domain again, actually. Yeah, this one's I'll never regret having good pieces of these sets. So all in on ER to get a meaningful... Yeah, so from what I understand, it's... You actually want to go... You don't want to go any higher ER than you normally would. Let's try taking the same team. Still wouldn't get you the... Right, you need 300 ER, right? So I heard that you don't really necessarily need or want to max out the ER because you get diminishing returns from the multiplicative effect, that you'd rather have attack in general. It's just that you also get extra ER and extra damage based on ER when you use the set. Yeah, so that's what I heard, that overall, like, it's similar to Noblesse, right? But you also get ER. And instead of supporting others' damage abilities, it's as well. I mean, obviously you also get your own abilities supported when you use Noblesse. Instead of just that, or you only get that, only yourself. So I've heard that like say on my Beto, for instance, I'm looking for generally an attack timepiece. I'd be okay with the ER, but attack seems to be preferable according to people who claim they've done the math, and it makes sense to me too, that because of diminishing returns, you don't want to go too high on ER, and the set already gives you ER anyway. So it's just a way of getting a little extra advantage out of that ER. The four... Yeah, I imagine the 4 sets... Like, you could... So on Yoimiya, for instance, I've heard that two-piece Pyro, what is it? Two-piece Witch and Crimson Witch, I think that's what it's called. And two-piece attack is... Ooh, nice, crit damage, but substats are... At least there's one attack Oh, God, look at that. Such good substats. Although the crit damage is a low roll, but completely unusable because of the main stat. But I've also heard that on Yoimiya, 2-piece Crimson Witch and 2-piece attack buff, whether it be from this or from Gladiator, can be just as good, if not preferable, to a 4-piece. Because 4-piece on this does mean you do sacrifice a little bit of energy, right? In order to take advantage of it, you do sacrifice a little bit of energy. So that can make a difference. Raiden Shogun mains. Oh yeah? Oh right, there's a I imagine there's a Reddit and a Discord of something mains for every single character in Genshin, right? I wonder if literally every single one. How big is Jinyan mains? And of course that's the name I first come up with, right? I imagine even something like ooh shit. I should have seen that one coming. Ooh. Even something like, what's his name? Jingchu, right? Because Jingchu's not really a main DPS usually, but he's capable of it. And he's popular enough that probably enough people have built him. Even Barbara has more than Jinyan for mains. Yoimiya set on him. Yeah, also though, even if you don't put the 4-piece set on Yoimiya or somebody, you can also always take advantage of 2 out of the 4, right? On if you have a 4-piece set, for instance, you can then use it on 2 different characters to give them attack. So that's one reason why I feel like this is ooh okay. This one's also not bad. Attack Sands with low on the crit rate roll, but still its crit rate. It's ER or crit damage. And I'm looking for stuff for Beto, so give me Electro. Ooh, no, but I saw the ER and was excited. Yeah, and EM's not bad either, but the double defense is, yeah, Hydro and defense. Who's gonna need that? Hydro and defense. Yeah, I don't know. That one might just be garbage. Not really seeing a scenario. Yeah, garbage. Yeah, I think you're right. Sadly. But, you know, eating shit in this game, that's what you do, right? Just to build in well. Well, I mean, that's putting the cart before the horse, right? I still have a 50-50 chance of getting ball. Actually, that's not true. I have a 60-40 chance of getting ball because if I end up pulling Jean, then I'm probably just gonna go ahead and go into pity to get all. Because at that point, I already have 1 copy of Jean. And as much as I want more copies, of course, I'm okay with spending more to get a copy of Ball now and then getting back to saving. Because the difference between 0 and 1 is certainly way bigger than the difference between 1 and 2, that's for sure. Well, no, I don't think I'm gonna get Jean. I'll probably get Chi-Chi. She's the favorite, right? But, I hope I get Jean. You know, there's always the chance. SSR. I see one, Kaching. Yeah. That, ooh, nice. That's triple drop. What, at that point, what, will you be at C6? Then? You might be at C6 with 2 more copies? Alright, so we got Goblet. You can be OP. Yeah, you're at C5 Chi-Chi, right? Yeah, I guess I wouldn't necessarily mind Chi-Chi too much, but you know, she'd be one of the 4 characters that I'd be most disappointed with. Oh, you still need 3. Okay, so you'd be that much closer then. Alright, so we're looking for Yoimiya pieces, so give me Pyro. No. And it has to have crit, double crit, but a garbage main stat for goblets. Alright, Pyro. No. Oh, well, I'll hold on to this for somebody like, what's her name? Ningguang. If I ever decide to build Ningguang, this could be a good piece on her. Yeah. Or if I ever decide not to, or it could be a good off piece for, um, what's his name? Zhongli. If I decide to build him a little, that is never a garbage main set. I guess so, but the, what is it? Comparative disadvantage or comparative advantage here is pretty big because you're losing out on a lot by not putting a element specific buff on the goblet, right? And there's no other way to get it other than a buff from the elements or the artifact set. But it could still work. It can still be useful. For instance, on this set, if I want to use it to buff somebody's attack up the ass because, say, they're healing or something scales off attack, this could be good, actually, yeah. Wait for ball? Hmm. Yeah, well, I'm hoping for this set for ball if I do end up getting ball, but let's see. Oh, Barbara Chi-Chi main DPS, maybe. Alright. Chi-Chi main DPS certainly could work. Alright, this one, give me crit rate, please. I guess crit damage. Yeah, crit damage. Crit damage. Oh! It did give me crit damage. Yes, thank you. And attack percentage is nice, but a crit rate substat would be good. Alright, we'll try leveling that one up. See what the 4th stat is. I'd love to get crit rate. Please. I wonder how high my friendship is on 7, 6, 6. Yeah, I normally don't take friendship teams or anything of the sort, but I figured I want to wean myself off Zhongli, and might as well replace Zhongli with a character with whom I don't have 10 friendship. I do like how this guy is generally okay to deal with if you stay far away from him and you read his kind of dash attack or his dive attack. Okay. Ooh, shit. He ate through the shield outright. Get the swirls for some healing. And okay. Oh, come on. I switched to Yoimiya just because we were on top of the grid, but... Oh, alright. There we go. But yeah, like I said earlier, I think I might want to just level up Noelle and put some rudimentary defense artifacts on her just for a stronger shield. Yeah, I'm sure Ball will be possible to use as a main DPS. Will she be more of a Venti main DPS or a Zhongli main DPS? What's to say? But we'll find out soon enough, right? We'll get plenty of testing within just a couple days. Yeah, pretty exciting. Just a couple days. Alright, so again, this is for Yoimiya, so I guess crit rate would be... I don't know which would be better on Yoimiya actually, because I have attack percentage on her weapon, so I can go either way. Well, it wasn't giving me either way. Okay, and this is a flower, so... Ooh, that's 2 good substats out of 3. Yoimiya and Ball could be. Yeah, I totally think so. I mean, I feel like I can almost like I was thinking of using Beto with Yoimiya. I think that makes sense. Beto bursts with Yoimiya auto attacks with her E. But you could easily have Ball there instead of. Oops. Instead of Beto, and I think it would be probably even better if I'm being honest. You know, Ball's a 5-star after all, and she's an Archon. I have no idea how good she's gonna be in, you know, from actual testing and everything because I haven't seen any of that. Certainly haven't had a chance to do any of that myself, and who knows if I will. And I haven't seen anyone do it. So I speak based on no knowledge, but I'm guessing that since she's a 5-star and an Archon, she's gonna make Beto look less like Beto. Right. Guy's almost dead. Oh shit, I think I might have walked into... Okay, let's get some healing. So how good is her healing? Anyway. Not terrible, I guess. But again, I think just a little bit more investment in her would make her much more of use in situations like this where I'm basically bringing her along as a Zhongli substitute and hoping that I can dodge better. Yoimiya, Ball, Venti, and Bennett. I could see that, yeah. See that. I mean, Venti is a good person to bring in almost any situation, right? You set maidens on Noel for healing. Yeah, could be, could be. I'll have to think about it. Speaking of maidens, I think I'm gonna run that set with my remaining resin, but let's see what we got here. Alright, so we're just looking for good solid substats, including ER and crit. And no, that's bad. And same, good solid substats, crit rate and ER. If it rolls into anything else, like literally anything else, then those two, then I think it's trash, but let's can at least try rolling the dice. Yeah. Yeah, I guess the thing with Noelle is that even though her shield is weaker than Zhongli's, unless you have Zhongli C6, he can't heal you. So she kind of can make up for it in other ways, and her shield, with the state of her shield, you're gonna need the healing more, right? See. Oh, I need to do this thing, right? Transformer. Let's not do it the lazy way and just do it this way. What would be good to feed in there? Let's try this. I actually maxed out on this the other day, so I had to use the alchemy table, alchemy bench to convert it up because I had 9,999 of them, something like that. There we go. Ooh, nice. These are all. Ooh, wow, that's so many. I mean, they're all 2 stars, but still. Yeah, these are all worth resin. That's a good bit of drops. Let's see what I want. Oh, I have 25 of these. I think that might be enough to level up the tree once. That after. So I'll use one more. So like I said earlier, I'm gonna go down to 7, and that's gonna be it. But let's condense the resin and use it for artifacts. But before I do those artifacts, in this time, instead of the new set, I'm going to do the Viridescent / Maiden's Domain because... Actually, wait, no. Pause. Let me think for a bit, because I actually managed to get... These aren't great by any stretch, but they are functional, right? 177 ER on her is alright, and the extra attack... yeah. Yeah, well, I would love an attack on her with ER, but Junior appearance during the Leeway Festival? Yeah, I hope so. Although speaking of which, I was what is it? The new banner, right? With Sarah, of course. I'd be happy with any of them. Because I've been trying to build my Zhongling. I want to get her up to at least 80. And she's actually pretty close. I'm not sure if this is the lens I want to use on her. I might want to use that on Ball if I get her. In any case, I only ever see one, so I'd love to get more copies of her. And Sucrose, I have her C4, so any more copies of her would be nice too. But I'd be happy with any of the banner 4 stars, I was thinking. So, yeah, I'm in a pretty good situation in terms of that. Wait, what? Oh, wait, you can't do any more? I didn't realize, huh? I didn't... Oh, okay. Wait for Wednesday, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I didn't realize there was such a limit. Interesting. Okay, well, that's not a bad situation. But anyway, yeah, actually, so I might be okay in terms of Viridescent. And I also have a 4-piece set on her. Although, of course, can always have better stats and everything. That's not great, but... We have 4 stars. But... 2.1 will be released. Be level 26. Oh yeah? You mean you already have that many sigils saved up? 4-star artifacts, yeah. Oh shit, I should collect... So let me think for a sec. I think I will do the Viridescent Domain. But I might do the Pyro Domain actually too, because I might want to do 2-piece Shimenawa and 2-piece Pyro on Yoimiya. Experiment with that. But actually, you know what? No, for now, let's do the Animo. Yeah, Viridescent Domain is my Diluc is... Oh, no, that's because my Diluc swapped artifacts with Yoimiya. The Yoimiya right now, the artifacts she has are the ones that I used to have on Diluc. So I was comparing them with the same artifacts, basically. So the artifacts that are on Diluc right now are what Yoimiya used to have before I decided, I'll just put the artifacts that I had on Diluc onto Yoimiya and start using her instead. Also, after I did that, I don't think I really paid that much attention to what artifacts I put on Diluc, so depending on the case, I might have started using some of the artifacts, because, like, Gladiators, obviously, you can use on anyone, right? So I might have swapped some out and put mediocre ones on him, too. I'm not sure. Yeah, I swapped them around. you know, obviously, ideally, it'd be good to have extra, and that was the goal, because I thought ultimately that Yoimiya wouldn't be able to replace Diluc. I figured that's why I'd put a whole different artifact set on her compared to Diluc. Because again, like 2-piece Crimson Witch and 2-piece attack works perfectly fine on Yoimiya and Diluc. That's like the best set on both of them. So I could have easily, and this is what I did end up doing, just replaced Yoimiya's artifacts with Diluc's, but I figured I would rather have Diluc be as strong as he always was. So I'd farm a new set for Yoimiya, but farming a new set for Yoimiya is taking a while, and I'm finding that I'm enjoying playing with Yoimiya quite a bit. So for now, until I get that really proper set on Shimenawa, 4-piece Shimenawa for her, which, yeah, you know, again, that could be good, or I also could get another good set of Crimson Witch on her, as well as 2-piece Shimenawa or 2-piece Gladiator. I'll use Diluc's artifacts on her. The thing with Diluc is, like, he is just a fantastic beat stick. Does so much damage, especially, and this is quite an especially because he does so much damage in all the time. But especially when you get his burst going just right with a melt or vape, he can just do monstrous damage for you in big amounts to a lot of enemies at once, which Yoimiya can't do. But the fact that Yoimiya is an archer, I feel like sometimes means that in certain situations, because she can switch enemies so quickly that are further away, you know, in terms of, like, if you use someone like Venti to bring everyone together and then beat them up with Diluc, it really, he can do stuff better than Yoimiya, like, no doubt. But I think if you don't do that, which I don't always do, Yoimiya does perfectly fine, and like I said, better than Diluc in certain cases. Second emblem set for Sarah. Oh yeah? You're gonna go with the emblem set for Sarah? I guess that makes sense based on what I've heard about her kit. 80% crit rate and 180 crit damage. Yeah, that'll be quite a fun to use. Fortunately, yeah, my luck, I guess it's not a matter of luck, it's just I haven't farmed as much, which, you know, that's shame on me, I guess, right? I need to get back on that. So, speaking of which, let's get to doing more Viridescent. And like I said in a different stream, I also figure if I end up getting too many good Viridescent pieces, which, you know, too many good artifacts, that's like somebody who says, like, I'm worried about going to the gym because I might get too buff, right? It's just like, it's not really a thing. You don't accidentally get too buff. It takes so much work, even when you do it on purpose. Let's try using physical damage here. So Ganyu as a support for conduct. And instead of Zhongli, let's try. But yeah, if that happens, then that's all the more reason for me to get excited about getting Jean, so that I can put like either 2-piece Viridescent, 2-piece attack on her, or 4-piece Viridescent on her, or something like that, depending on how I want to run her. Get Jean in a few days. Yeah, oh man, that'll be quite something. I hope so. I really, really hope so. Alright, let's start with Diona's Shield. Then Ganyu Burst. And Beto Burst. And we can get some Superconduct damage going. yeah, she's doing some pretty solid damage very quickly against these pretty strong guys, actually. Right. Nice. Okay. So that was a good mix of Beto doing just beat stick damage and Venti Swirl, right? Because Venti Swirl doesn't really help with the physical damage at all, but he just supplemented with a lot of animo damage and extra electro and cryo damage, I guess, from the swirls. Right, so what do we got here? Garbage. Right, give me animo. That one's trash. Alright, more trash. What else is new? Goblet, it's... I feel like if it's an attack percentage, it can be used if it's a goblet, but it better have really good substats, right? Like, ones that really fit whatever niche that you want to use it in. I guess usually that's going to be ER, but also crit rate or crit damage would make sense. Okay, even though I'm trying to take advantage of this, of the physical damage buff, it really is kind of the Venti show. Also, that's actually decent ER from Beto. Look at the ER, she's almost back to full. Even though I activated her burst pretty close to the end of that chain there. And she's not really built for ER. She's, I decided, like, her weapon right now isn't the Skyward Pride with the ER substat, it's the physical damage buff. Right, Goblet. Ooh, HP Goblet, but the substats are bad. This one... Ooh, could be good. Depends on the fourth one. Could be good. Because EM on Animo is pretty desirable. Beto Ball, Sarah. Ooh, Mono Electro. Interesting. Well, if I get both Ball and Sarah, I'll probably have to try running that at some point. Along with Fischl to tag along for the ride, maybe. I don't know. Well, maybe we need a healer, but we don't have any Electro healers, do we? I'm trying to think. Do we have any Electro healers? I don't remember there being any. Kaching doesn't heal. Beto sadly doesn't heal. I wish she had a self-heal like Kaya. I think Beto would be even more perfect if she just had a simple self-heal. It would just fit with her kit so well. Yeah, Fischl definitely doesn't heal. Lisa doesn't heal unless you give her a certain kind of book. C6 there to be optimal? Oh yeah? Okay. Maybe in... Yay. Yay Miko. Guess that's possible, depending on what she ends up being. Alright, we got a goblet here. HP? That is weird. That's a weird one. God damn, I don't know how to feel about this one. Because it's healing effectiveness, Maiden's Beloved, right? And so HP main stat's pretty good. But when you have that, you want to have ER usually. But having crit damage, crit rate, I don't know. I don't like this. I don't think this is good. And this is a timepiece, so usually HP, but attack can work. Oh, HP and ER. Yeah, okay, this one could be good. Unfortunately, not what I'm looking for though. I'll just hold on to it, but unfortunately, the maidens is not really what I'm looking for. Yeah, because Kokomi's a healer. Yeah, you wouldn't necessarily expect an overlap like that, right? Here, Alright, I'm gonna try rolling some of these garbage artifacts and locking others, and then After that, I think I'll switch over to Ninja Gaiden. But let's figure out, see if we can get. We got some good ones here. Hydro healers. Yeah, Kokomi. I wonder. It could be fun. I don't really plan on pulling for her much. This one I think I'll hold on to in case, like, do I want to play, if I put this on a two-piece of this on, what's her name, Noelle, and say two-piece Maidens, I could make her into a healer. Getting frozen by Barbara. Yeah, that's the thing, getting frozen by Barbara. Oh, this one definitely worth keeping. Gosh, I just hope it skips the flat HP. Primo's for Yai during her... You're gonna save Primos, you mean? This one I'll hold on to, but most good stuff. This one, I don't think I really need Hydro. But defense, yeah, this one's not worth keeping. Yeah, not even as a off piece. I'll hold on to this one just because it's attack on attack. ER, HP. Yeah, stats are all over the place. I don't like it. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're it's always crit for you. Well, I'm gonna at least roll this, see if it gets crit. If it gets a 4th stat crit. But I might end up scrapping it depending on the case. This one 2 out of good stats. 2 out of oh, but it has HPs. Main stat. Oof. Yeah, I don't see myself using this one. HP main stat. Fortunately, I don't have. But yeah, circle it. You want crit on a. Yeah, on a damage dealer. This one I'll hold on to, but I'd love to have crit rate on that. Onto this one. This one I'll hold on to. Damage how with attack ER. Yeah. Yeah. Often I feel like, oh, I definitely holding on to that. I feel like I'm really, really looking for crit rate. Just because crit damage and attack at least kind of overlap, even though you're usually wanting more crit damage because the number can scale higher. But I mean, more attacks, more attack. Goblet, this one. Doing this. Double defense substats. Yeah, the weapon happens quite a lot, I agree. Wait, really? Leakers have deleted accounts or something? This one's not. Or at least it's got potential. If it rolls into anything other than rate and attack, it's trash. 1 HP with ER, this one's worth keeping. HP defense, not worth keeping. But this one, this one's annoying. Goblet, first of all, with HP that already got crit damage and crit rate, both relatively high rolls. But I don't see myself using HP Goblet on a DPS. I would rather have an element specific or even attack. Even with Hu Tao, I think attack might be better for this. I don't have Hu Tao. Yeah, I'm just gonna sacrifice it so that I don't have to think about it anymore. And this one's just straight up trash. Yeah, you think miHoYo's been working to shut them down? I guess that, I mean, that makes sense, right? CCP. Do you think the CCP's been helping them? I wonder how much incentive they have. They probably like the cultural, like being able to have such effect. This one I might hold on to. HP main stat with ER. Could be good if I'm using it on Diona, let's say. I could, if I use a 4-piece, or actually, let me think. What if I use it on my Bennett? Because I want to have Bennett with 4-piece Noblesse. I think it makes sense to have 4-piece Noblesse on Bennett. And I currently do. But my circlet... Actually, I already have a pretty decent circlet. One with the... Yeah, do not have Utah yet. Yeah, so if the things you said about the leaks are right, I guess this one's overall better in terms of potential. I'll have to level this one up and see if I get ER and better something else. But let's start by leveling up artifacts. I have some more emblem pieces. Severed Fate. We got crit damage with attack, healing bonus with ER. I kind of like this one actually for a healer. If I build them with ER. Let's see what I roll for the 4th stat. I'm just curious. Though I am, I'm worried about running out of fodder actually. 4-star fodder. Ah, damn it. Okay. I think we're still in search for a good one of these because, yeah, I would rather have crit with crit. Yeah. But yeah, will I roll for Genshin Mushroom? If there's a Hu-Tao rerun, I don't know, I might. I'd be tempted. I'd be tempted, but I'm also thinking since I'm already pretty heavy on this one, I'll hold on to for now, but this one I'll just hold on to. Yeah. It'll depend a lot on how many Primo Gems I have at the time, and also what my pity is and all that. So I have this decent feather. I'll have to have double crit and ER, but I mean this one has it rolled HP sadly, so let's see, and flowers. Yeah, if I did that, then I would have every pyro yeah, 5-star, right? That is true. At least, yeah, the 5-star DPS is. So I'm not really in need of more pyro DPS, that's the thing. As much as I love Hu Tao, so I don't think I'd be able to really invest in her. Like, I wouldn't have the time. Oh, come on. That's still got crit rate, but... Is it a Shimanoha's? Yeah. Crit rate, attack. Crit rate, attack. This one's actually got way better substats, but it's got a higher crit rate roll. Crit rate, ER. Still looking for that elusive perfect piece for this. And this, I don't... Feathers. So this one, like, I kind of like the idea of using this one if it rolls into attack for somebody who can use attack in ER, but this one's also good. Attack, crit rate. See what this one rolls, please be. Crit damage. Crit damage. Oh, double? Oh, come on, defense, of course it is. Of course. It's this one, probably. So, but crit rate. So this one's just straight up trash. Yes, for Albedo rerun indeed. ER, crit damage, flat attack, crit rate, defense, crit damage. This one is unfortunately trash. Like EM and crit damage, I guess could work. And at least this one has double crit. Yeah, but no, it's got main HP. ER, crit damage, double defense. Yeah. Okay. So still looking for good timepieces there, I guess. And for this, I mean, that Pyro and ER. I'm just kind of curious. Let's see what this one rolls. Crit. Ooh, attack. Could be alright, depending on the case, but of course I would rather had some version of crit. You know, ideally, you're always looking for that double crit ER piece or something like that. Damage, ER, crit rate. Let's see if this one rolls crit rate. Of course it's defense. God damn it! What's with all the defense rolls? Okay, so yeah. Damage. ER and attack. This one's attack. But this one's just straight up worse than this. So might as well use this one as fodder. It's the only good one you got, Shimanoa you got. Well, at least I got a couple of I got a few crits versions, but the substats unfortunately leave a lot to be desired. Wow. Crit damage with a lot of HP. A lot of flat HP, sadly. Oof. Yeah, I guess I should count my lucky stars that I even got some with somewhat usable substats. Yeah. So yeah, I wonder if I can replace her stuff with anything. Yeah, still bad luck here. No good circlets. And this... I could get her 5-star, of course, it would be preferable. Now this one has better crit rate but and attack percentage, but no EM and lower and no ER. Nope, that attack percentage. Of course, I'm not losing that much crit rate. 2.2 is not that much crit rate to lose. Attack rate. This one has EM. Let's see what the fourth stat is. Come on, give me ER. I really want ER on oh, double on its HP. Shit. Okay, that one's not worth. That one's worth considering trash. I mean, attack and EM is a good start, but sadly, that's all it was. ER crit damage. ER HP crit rate. So slightly higher crit rate, lower ER. Yeah, to be honest, I still like the flower that's on her right now. That extra ER. Then again, this one gives extra attack. Actually, let's also check the other pieces that I got. I did seem to get mostly maidens today, I feel like. HP with ER. HP with ER. Ooh, nice. This one is also HP with ER. Although, to be honest, these days for healing, I am kind of using non-maidens on my characters because they don't need extra healing. But anyway, unfortunately I didn't really get any better pieces for her, I think. Alright, so let me pause for a second. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Let me also go to my sort of teapot. And then I'll be back and we'll do some Ninja Gaiden. I'm not sure if I want to do just Ninja Gaiden Sigma or also Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, but I'll start with Ninja Gaiden Sigma. We'll go from there. Except for Kokomi? Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting Kokomi. Kokomi's not somebody that I'm dying to pull for to get. But she is pretty. I'll say that. She's pretty. And I'm sure I could use her. But there's something about her costume that's doesn't draw me quite the same way as a lot of other characters in this game. Alright, let me yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, hello, welcome, I'm back. So, started Ninja Gaiden Sigma, but let me go ahead and also close Genshin Impact. I don't think it's a good idea to try to run Ninja Gaiden while also running Genshin Impact in the background. Probably not so good for the frames, but during the transition, I think it makes sense to have them both open. But anyway, yeah, I'm back. And yeah, I wonder if you say Kokomi's design kind of based around magical girls? Because I don't know. I'm not that familiar with magical girls. I'm somewhat familiar just being an anime fan. I have watched certain shows like Nanoha and of course Madoka Magica. I guess I do kind of see Kokomi being a bit magical girlish. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, so let's see what weapons I got. But I guess that's not the first thing that would come to my mind. See her. She is very pretty and elegant, and I do wonder how fun she'll be to play, or what she'll play like. Increase attack, let's go with that. Flying swallow. Alright, let's see. So this isn't the most fun boss in my opinion, but also not the most difficult either. So it can be kind of frustrating when you get it right. Okay. Oh shit. Get the orb to heal up. Okay. Not doing that much damage to it, unfortunately. Ooh, come on, I was hoping the charge attack would... Oh, come on, shit! That one whiffed. Oof. Oh, no, shit. Okay, that was bad. Also bad. Fun. Oh, do I not have any... No healing items, huh? Okay, so... I might not be able to do this on this run. Any run, I'm not sure. This might be too tough for me right now. Oh shit, okay, this is gonna kill me. Certainly not this run, as you can see. But, let's see, how best to handle this boss? It's been a while since... Well, I haven't fought this boss that many times in general, because I don't consider him that fun a boss, so... I don't have that much experience with him, but... I want to try to relearn how to handle him. This one... Level 2, level 1... Maybe the Warhammer would be better, because it's one level above. Windmill Shuriken in this situation, and I only have the fire wheels. Again, no healing. Let's just not equip anything there. Oh shit. I saw that coming too, but I clearly didn't do a good enough job trying to get away from it. Yeah, so given that there are no healing items, HP is definitely at a premium. So... yeah. Okay. You get any healing? It's okay, a little bit of healing. Okay. Go, just dodge that. Okay, that works. Oh shit. Damn it. Okay, rolled through it. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna need to try to... oh shit. Yeah, this challenge is pretty tough for me, I gotta say. I guess in general, probably, but as somebody who hasn't done this boss that many times, it's gonna take me a while to get back on track, I guess. So, let's see if I can just try this with the regular sword. And I do like the windmill shuriken though. It's the only ninpo I have available. Okay. Guys are quite annoying to deal with. Oh shit. And recovery time off the jumps is something I'm gonna have to get myself back accustomed to. Okay. Oh. Good. That's one. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, I was a little worried he might fall to his death there. Came pretty close. Okay, oof. A little bit of healing. Okay. So it's not too bad in general when it's just one-on-one, but the little guys end up being super annoying. Getting a bit of a better hang of it, but still, it's not gonna be easy. It certainly hasn't been so far. Okay. Oh shit, that whiffed. Okay, some healing. Okay, more healing. Okay. More healing. Oh, that one was close. More of these guys. Okay. Oh, come on. They make it so that some bosses are just outright immune to that, huh? And this boss is one of them. Oh, shit, I wanted to take the healing. Oh, shit. Okay, killed that one guy. Okay, managed to take care of that. Yeah, it has been a while since my last Ninja Gaiden stream, that's for sure. A lot of good content in Genshin to play through, so I ended up not doing a whole lot of Ninja Gaiden, but so my skills have also grown a bit rusty, I guess, but don't want to use that as an excuse. Just want to try to get back into it, get back into the rhythm of this game. Because there is a rhythm to it, and that's one of the things that, in my opinion, makes it so fun. There we go. Alright, I don't think I got that many points or did that well, but whatever. Beat it. Sweet! Alright, this one I think generally tends to be a little easier, but it really also depends a lot on what weapons they give you and such, so let's see what we got. Dragon Sword. Green Flail level 2. Thank you. Dragon Sword level 2. They're both level 2. Let's use Figurine Flail. That's a fun one. Legendary Shuriken. Inazuma. Yeah. Let's bring Inazuma to Ninja Gaiden. Give these to FF2. This one, let's go more higher risk, high reward. Okay, there we go. I was saying the Flying Swallow of the Vigorian Flail is not working quite as well. It generally doesn't work as well against this guy, so I should have taken that into account. Have to be a little more precise. Okay. Go. Go. Run. Oh shit. Okay, that's one. Is he gonna give me some HP? Yeah, there we go. Oh shit, shouldn't have gone for that. And there we go. And connecting the technique on it there. Can we... Oh shit, come on. Ah, no, I'm gonna need to do one more round. It's gonna be annoying. I was hoping to finish it off here. Once and for all. That would have been nice. Oh shit, it's the big guys that appear in harder difficulty modes. Ah shit, that lift. Why don't I use the dragon sword? I guess I should. If I was going for speed or something, or efficiency, I'd probably use dragon sword. But I just figured right now in this challenge, the dragon sword and the Vigorian flail are both level 2. And I find the Vigorian flail just a little more interesting to use. I mean, the dragon sword's straight up better in most situations, in a lot of situations, than in this one, I'd say. Yeah. So I probably should use that if I was just going for speed. But I figure as long as I beat it, I'm happy enough. Shuriken, Ninja. Fire wheels? I like Inazuma. Even drive F3, 1, sure. Actually, I don't really need that. Let's just go in with the other stuff. Okay, this is just a straight up monster. I don't know what you call this, but just kill a bunch of them challenge. There we go. Good. Oh shit. This big guy, or these flying guys are be pretty annoying. So the dragon sword here is actually quite good, but it kinda, for the AoE effect, no Vigorian flail, huh? Let's use Lunar. Lunar can be quite a lot of fun in these AoE situations. Unlabored flawlessness. That might be a little too high risk, high reward for me right now. Sadly I don't trust my skills to use that one quite properly right now, even though that is a super fun weapon to use. I have to use this for some breathing room actually, just get some healing from the blue orbs. And then use what's... Oh shit, it's only these guys. They are set up... Not my favorite enemies. Don't enjoy fighting them very much at all. But they tend not to be too difficult once you figure them out. Okay. Use that for healing. I'm a good player? Thank you. Appreciate kind words. I used to be pretty good. It's been a while since I've really played this game much. Like, I used to play it a lot when the original Ninja Gaiden Black came out. But over the years, you know, my skills have atrophied, but I'm trying to relearn them, because, you know, these are really fun games. I imagine you played these games as well? You seem to at least know a decent amount. Enough to prefer certain weapons over others anyway. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the lunar weapon, but I don't use it that much for that reason, and because of that, it can be fun to bring it out sometimes to use it. Let's see if I can manage. Oh shit. Another grab coming. I might want to switch weapons. Okay. think I'm gonna switch weapons. It's kind of a shame the Vigorian Flail isn't available because that one's super fun when dealing with crowds. But let me see. Dark Dragon Blade is pretty good, certainly, but be a little tricky to deal with. Let's just try using the Dragon Sword for a while. I haven't used enough of that. I've also just tried accepting the low HP and using the Unlabored Flawlessness. Oh, it's these guys. Oh. The extremely quick throws tend to be the most annoying. Okay. Go. Fortunately, they don't seem to want to drop healing. Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm getting thrown. Alright, I'm gonna need this as an emergency. Damn it. I got some healing. This challenge is pretty tough. I guess this, I mean, we're not that many kills in, I guess, so we've done longer challenges within the game itself, where you got challenges for 80 kills in hard mode, which I've done. But this feels, the amount of pressure I'm constantly in. Ooh, oh no, these guys throw us. Alright, I'm just gonna take the easy way out. Like, yeah, the amount of pressure I'm constantly in this one, it's tough, and I guess that's the point. Let's try doing this. The Dark Dragon Blade is not an easy weapon to use in my opinion, especially against crowds, but it is a very powerful weapon and can be useful if I do it right, but let's see if I do. Oh, come on. Shit. Yeah, the odds that I'm gonna do it right seem pretty slim right now. But slam attacks are pretty good. Okay. The ultimate techniques with it are extremely good. This. Oh, come on. That's a lot like an ultimate technique for a regular sword, but with a heavy sword, so it ends up doing a lot more damage. So, it can certainly be useful, but because it is a heavy sword, if you're dealing with crowds... Ooh, shit, no, oh, okay, against these guys, I want a faster weapon. Just go with this. Come on, catch some of these in the flash. Okay, they do drop HP orbs at a certain decent rate, so... Okay, wow. I was kind of worried that 100 might not be enough, but okay, the 100 was. There we go. Alright, that was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie, even though it was pretty tough. Definitely kept me on my toes. Let's keep going. Okay, so this one, it seems like it's gonna involve some bugs. So, against those... Oh, now you give me the Vigorian Flail. Against these big weapons, like Dabilaro, it can be quite good. Projectile weapon, shuriken, smoke bomb. Neither is all that great. Let's try using the smoke bomb. I don't use it that much, so I might end up just not really using it. No items, no valuables. Alright, so against these guys... Oh shit, you do have bats here. In that case, shuriken. Better than expected. Thank you, I guess. Not too much concerned about the yellow orbs that about the count that I'm absorbing, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use them for UT spam like this. Yep, eat the HP. I'm guessing this is gonna be another. It's gonna involve 100 or something like that. Let me see, what other melee weapon did I have? Warhammer, check. Yeah, in this situation, Lunar can be alright too, I guess, but... Actually, let's try using Lunar. Lunar with... Oh, shit, okay, in this situation... shit. Vigorian Flail is really the only way to go. Oh, these guys, I hate the... Well, if it's only... Okay. Oh, it's just this. Alright, that was actually way quicker than I thought. Huh. I don't know what this one is. Alright, well, thank you for coming by, Nat, and good luck with work tomorrow. Appreciate, Oh, it's, we get to use her. Nice. And yeah, very, best of luck in your ball pulls and such, if I don't talk to you before then. And good luck saving and everything. In any case, E-power, defensive. So I'll be quite honest, I'm not that good at using her, but let's try going with that so I can use her. Actually, you know what? I'll rely on Essence for the UTs, so let's just go with the defense. Yeah, Blonde is way better on. Okay, so not really sure about her wall attacks. I think it has the iframes just like Ryu's, but she's not quite as mobile as Ryu, so she can't get up as high as everything. So her charge attack or her wall attacks tend not to be as good as or as versatile as Ryu's, I should say. But she can do charge. She can do UT. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. She can. Oh, it's okay. Well, it's her version of the Ghost Fish. I actually don't quite know what the best way to handle these guys is. At least you can block them. Huh? These guys really seem like very lazy enemies, not gonna lie. There's no animation to them, they're just... they're just blobs of smoke. I mean, there's some work to be done, I guess. Jeez, they don't stop in terms of animating them, but... man, there's so little going on there. They're so uninspiring. And not gonna lie, not that fun to fight. Part of it is that I guess I just kind of suck at fighting them. Also, she doesn't seem to have a bar for her key. Oh, come on. Well-timed attack. They also don't seem to have any HP. It's just one hit KO. Maybe that's a glasses frame? It says metal frame, I think. Right. Okay, so actual bosses now. So this is a boss that I think I've had trouble with in the past, so we'll see how things go here. This is... the Dragon Sword, I think, is the one I'll want to use against this guy. I reckon... kind of like those against... I'm pretty sure there are going to be some archers. Yeah. You can also pick up lancers. Okay, well, that was bad. I might want to just take care of the archers first, because they can do nasty shit to you while you're not looking. Oh, come on. Oh, shit. Damn. Oh, shit. I hate the archers in this game. They have such, like, good aim. And incredible reflexes. We're dealing with the hard version of this guy with harder attacks that is going to force you to use different timing. Oh shit. Okay. Just a shame that his AoE attacks don't... God damn it, man. Don't attack the sub-bad guys at all. Oh shit, come on! No, why would you do that? I totally did not ask for this! I generally want to be up top here because it tends to be more vulnerable. Okay, yeah. Let's try to keep to stationary attacks that don't have me jumping. Okay. A little late on that. Oh, nice. Oh shit! Oh no, that's gonna kill me. Oh no, it didn't. Came close though. Okay. Okay. Shit. Oh, because the dragon killed it, it ended up not dropping something for me. God damn. Okay. Come on. Go. Don't know how much longer I can make this work, but so far I am managing to avoid getting hit by the fire, but now I've dropped down. Okay. Maybe I'll go ahead and kill that one arrow guy. Okay. If I can get there, that is. Oh, nice. Oh, shit. And I'm out of healing items. Okay. Now I'm out. Oh, shit, no, that's gonna kill me. Oh, wait, no, I seem to have a sliver. Oh, well, that killed me, shit. Okay, that was close. Sort of. And I found, let me try it with a different weapon, but I might want to just try a different challenge, just because I'm not a huge fan of the dragon, and, Just constantly beating my head against the wall trying to get through it. Might not be that fun. Yeah, go ahead and use these. No, not that. I was hoping I'd have the throw one. I guess not. I can fight number 2. Oh shit, no. Yeah, it's easy to interrupt the guy and kill it quickly with the Vigorian flail, so make sure to take advantage of that. Oh shit, no! Oh! I saw that too, but I thought I could roll out of the way. Clearly I couldn't. Okay, now against this guy, without dealing with the enemy directly, or with the archers. With the double arrow now. Yeah, let's just try using the Vigorian flail, see how that works out for me here. Okay. Okay. Come on. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty solid damage. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll keep using Vigorian flail. It is a solid choice. He's not gonna drop anything because the boss killed it, I think, but... Oh no, he's just gonna straight up respawn. Okay. Oh, nah! Okay. That one I just didn't react in time, straight up. That was too quick. Alright, so I do need to go to all 4 corners. I kind of want to try it again with the Vigorian flip, because I was having more success. It's definitely doing more damage more quickly than the Dragon Sword was earlier. Stick with that. And let's go ahead and use these. Oh shit. Upside coming. Oh shit, no. Okay. Yeah, the Vigorian Flail offers some decent damage, absolutely, so... Oh shit, no! Come on. These guys with their goddamn perfect aim. Okay, sorry doing that. There we go. Okay, let's keep moving. So how you doing that? Okay. Ooh, shit. No, got hit by... Ooh, okay, let's use the healing. Gotcha. Okay. Stay up. Oh shit. Well, wanted to stay up, but I guess not. Oh, almost rolled right into that one. Let's stay up, or get back up and take care of this guy. Oh no, shit, oof. I was a little worried I might fall into the lava there. Okay, got some healing, nice. Okay. Alright, I'm getting my chances, but... Oh shit, no! Oh, the bow guy respawned. Oof. Almost got bit there. Go to that bow guy. Come on, not that way. No, it's the bow guy from the bottom. Shit. In that case, it doesn't really make a difference, so... Okay. Alright, let's keep going with this guy. Does this work actually? It did stop him. Oh shit! I think I was I think fate by healing up there. Shit, no! Okay. Wow, he is ruthless. Okay, there we go. Oh, that was close, way closer than it should have been, but managed to pull it off in the end. There we go. Alright, this one's a more fun boss fight in my opinion. It's gonna be death or glory probably. Gonna get killed very quickly or beat it relatively quickly. Let's see. What weapon do they equip me? Oh, I prefer... not good. The Dragon Sword. Let's use Incendiary Shuriken, Inferno, Inazuma. 2 of those and 1 of those. Just go with that. Oh yeah, in Sigma, these guys don't always guard break, so they are somewhat easier to deal with. Oh, alright. Unfortunately, this boss is, like many bosses, just outright immune to your ultimate techniques in certain parts of their animation, because fuck you, that's why. Unfortunately, in my opinion, not a great design, like, a way to make a boss fight difficult, right? I don't think that's a good way to do it, where they're just outright immune to a big part of the game that, you know, you have to utilize in other contexts. I guess, to be fair, you just kind of end up learning that bosses follow different rules, so learning those special rules is part of learning the game. This one's, yeah, pretty tough. Some healing here? 10. And more of these guys to deal with. There. Oh shit. The ice works, stays on a decent amount of time. Longer than I was expecting. Okay. Okay, got it. Healing. I got. Oh shit! Ended up getting hurt though. Let's get out of there. And more of these guys spawning. Gotta say, even though this is the Sigma version, these guys are tough when they're ganging up on you. Especially when there's this big-ass boss that you also have to deal with at the same time, but even with that, they'd be quite tough. Hoping for some healing. Okay. Oh no, I saw that too. Shit. Am I gonna survive that? Barely. Alright, let's just take care of these little guys like this first. Oh shit, no! What? Oh, okay. Huh. I didn't realize they had ways to avoid the an info like that. Maybe they just have some really quick iframes they can use in those cases. I stay with the dragon sword. Let's try with the Vigorian flail. That is always a fun weapon to use. Maybe I'll use the shuriken just for timing purposes. Just figured against a boss like this one, Vigorian flails doesn't seem like the best choice, right? But given how many of these cat fiends that you have to deal with, I could see it working. Let's see if it does. Okay, good. We have the cat fiends. Okay. Oh shit! I was guard broken by one of them right when he was attacking, and the boss was attacking with its attacks. Okay, got that. Cat fiends have a lot of HP. You can knock them down pretty early on without killing them. Ooh, shit. That's bad. Let's get some HP this way. Ah, okay. Oh shit, ah, that one. Okay, got hit a little bit. Oh shit. Buy one there. Okay, let's run. Okay, killed that. Let's run away. Any healing? No. I guess let's use that. Okay, got some damage going. Let's try using this now. See if we can kill some of the cat fiends this way. Oof. Alright, I did, but then also ended up getting hurt in the process. Okay. Ooh, nice. That killed a couple of them. Okay, this might do it. Come on. There we go. Oof. Alright. Managed to finish it off with the UT. Alright, that boss can be pretty fun. Now, this one just looks like a generic enemy fest. So, let's just try using whatever's fun. Incendiary Shuriken better. Lunar. So they don't give us Dragon Sword. Vigorian Flail, I just used it. But this is a different context, so let's try using it again, but I'll try switching things around next time. I wanted to use the kick attacks with Vigorian Flail, as well as throws. The extra damage. And of course the UT never hurts. Well, I mean, I guess the point of the UT is to hurt. So one might say it always hurts. But you know what I mean. Got healing. Okay. Plan B, let's not use the kicks. The kicks are too slow. Use just regular attacks with the Vigorian Flail. Oh, that might kill me. Okay. Alright, I might die here actually. I'm playing pretty poorly. Careless. Yeah. Alright, gonna just try another shot. I just felt kinda out of it, I guess, mentally. I wasn't all there. So let's just try to focus and do it again with... Let's use a different weapon this time. Flail's fun, but there are other weapons that can work. Let's try going with the Dragon's Claw. Regular Shuriken, that's the one I'm really more comfortable with. Oh, shit. Sure, what is there? These white fiends are hella annoying. They can be so quick. And yeah, countering them is can be quite a struggle when you're in such a tight space, having to deal with so many enemies at once. Skill that quite comfortable with yet. They're breaking their helmets, which makes them go berserk. And it's possible it's better to kill them without having them go berserk, but it's easier said than done. You don't always have a choice in where you attack them. Well, I mean, I guess you generally do, but you want to take the opportunities when they present themselves, right? Okay, so it looks like this is probably gonna be a lot of waves of this and a lot of enemies again. Let's see. Yeah, that one's not great for this kind of crowd control that we're dealing with. Let me switch to the melee weapon. That is alright. Just gonna go back to the good old Bigorian Flail for this. Against these enemies, Bigorian Flail is just almost ideal. I really want to kill the ogres. Oh shit, no. Okay, they recover pretty quickly. Keep that in mind. And I'd rather deal with one at a time. Okay. The camera, it seems, they're designed not to attack. So let's make sure to abuse that. Okay. Oh shit. I've already used my last item, so... Ooh, what? Thought I was in the middle of rolling there. Oh shit, no. This guy does chip damage with his regular attacks. Alright. Okay, there we go. What's the next wave? Okay, oh, good. It's gonna be pretty annoyed if I had to keep fighting more. Alright, oh, it's this guy. Or these bosses. I don't know how many of them I'm gonna have to face at once. Let's find out. They're not exactly the most fun bosses. 3 of them, alright. We got Davilaro, level 2. It's the weapon I prefer to use against these guys. Got 3 of those. Alright. Let's do that. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh shit. Luckily enough, they don't, kind of just completely fuck you with three all acting like completely independently of each other. They give you chances, so this fight isn't complete bullshit, but it can be quite tough. But it's also just not that interesting a fight, in my opinion, against these worms. In the context of the game, makes sense, I guess, just having these monsters to deal with, and they're good enough distractions. Certainly not fun enough bosses that I want to fight them over and over again. But yeah, they just fit for their role. Oh no! I thought I was just out of range for that one. Alright, that's my bad. Not fun enough bosses that I'm gonna want to spend time fighting them again and again. That middle one's gonna be a pain. Oh shit. Okay. I can kill that middle one soon. If I can kill one of them soon. Okay. That one's got the most HP. So I'm guessing now that's the one that's gonna be most vulnerable. Shit, I was in the water. No. Okay, it's bad. Already used all my healing items. Okay. A lot of damage to that one. Not to one that's almost dead. It would be nice to get one of them killed. Have a little less to worry about. I was worried I rolled a little too early there. Just, yeah, got the timing just right, I guess. Oh shit. Oh no, that one. Okay, that was close. Yeah, that was pretty close. Not too bad. I'll give it another shot. Overall, the strategy was working, but I was careless a few times, and I need to be able to roll through the fire one's attacks more consistently. That one definitely gave me a lot of trouble. Not sure what the best weapon for this here is. I just go with the shuriken because that's the one I'm most comfortable with. Because of the animation. It doesn't really matter. Okay. I'm really just using the Ninpo for the iframes, because usually they hide in time to avoid getting damaged by the Ninpo. I could use the fire wheels, but I feel like the timing on that can be finicky enough that I might not really want to bother trying. And there are no iframes, I believe, when you use the wind or the fire wheels. Oh shit, yeah, those two attacks were staggered in such a way to make it annoying to try to dodge, and unfortunately I failed. Go. Oof, I was a little worried I rolled too early there. I think I almost did. Okay, good thing his attacks don't have chip damage. Annoying if it did. Well, this is RNG that the middle guy doesn't attack too many times. The middle guy is really the most dangerous one with the regular attacks. That one's dead. We kill this middle guy now. Hey, nice. Alright. I managed to hit both of them with the UT. Shit. Okay. Ooh, let's use the Ninpo for the bugs. And get some hit. Nice! Okay, that worked. Oof. Alright. Managed to make that work. Let's do this one. And this one might be... Yeah, it is her. Just a regular weapons. 3 of them. Those. Covering glasses. Oh, what? What was that? Is that a berserker? Yeah, shit. I fucking hate berserkers. This one I might not manage to complete. Berserkers are tough enough when you're using Ryu, but I'm... Oh, shit. Okay, the range on that I have to be careful. I might just have to give up on this one. I'm just not that big a fan of fighting with Rachel. And this is a very challenging one. Yeah. I'm gonna save that for another time. Let's just go on to a different view quest. Oh god, no. No thank you. Oh, seriously, they made it this a thing? Secrets of shooting? God, the shooting in this game is so awful. Right. Are there any... This one? Oh, also... Doesn't seem to let me... want to let me select. I guess you have to keep unlocking... You have to keep beating the early ones in order to unlock later ones. Let's skip the shooting one completely. Kind of a shame, because I kind of wanted to get to some of the fun bosses. Yeah, let's just try this one. This it isn't too much molding causing. We'll see. With some ninjas. Okay. That's the only weapon they're giving me, huh? No armlets. Do we have any throw bait? No, we don't. Okay, in that case, I'm not sure what the best way to handle this challenge is going to be. No ninpo. May throw. Okay, let's pick up that. If I can do the guillotine throw, that would work, but I don't have the guillotine throw, so I can't do that. I see the healing. Is there anything else that I can pick up, like something to upgrade my wooden sword up to unlabored flawlessness? I don't think so. Okay. I just have to do this the old-fashioned way? Just beat them to death with a wooden stick? Or no, what happens here? Oh, okay, now they give me a more fun weapon to play with, or at least a more effective one. There we go. And much more difficult enemies. Come on. I don't seem to have flying swallow, sadly, so just have to learn to live without it for now. Got a lunar. Now, are they gonna make it so that these enemies, a lunar is gonna be the most useful? I mean, the lunar's not bad. Oh, I also don't have counterattack. It's gonna be a pain. I mean, yeah, lunar's certainly not bad against these guys, but Gregorian Flail's pretty good too, of course. And healing. Yeah, let's switch back to the Gregorian Flail. I do like that weapon quite a bit. Healing. Ooh, Dabalaro. Okay, against this guy, definitely Dabalaro is the way to go. Okay. Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. There we go. This might break. Okay, that was a bad idea. I should have just taken the HP. They do chip damage. It's annoying. There we go. Okay, that was actually not a hard challenge at all. Pretty simple. The limitations are kinda odd. Can't say I was a huge fan. I prefer it when they just... Oh, it's a Doku boss fight? When they just... Oh wait, no. Wait. When they just give you all the tools and then... So, okay, looks like that might be the gimmick here. They start you out with the wooden sword and then force you to keep upgrading, get better and or more appropriate weapons and such. Okay, so I can't really handle this guy with only a wooden sword. He doesn't seem to want to follow me. I'll follow the sound. It's this way. Okay, well, that's nice to have. But I would rather have a weapon of a sort. Okay. Before I head that way, let me head this way and try exploring everything that there is to... Oh shit. So I can definitely beat on this guy a lot with the wooden sword. It'll take forever to kill it though. I don't know if that's really worth it or... Okay, this guy. Okay. So I can handle them, but again, with the amount of damage the wooden sword puts out, it's just gonna take forever, so I don't think it's worth it to keep doing that. I can always kill them also using the Art of the Fire Wheels, but that's limited, and also it doesn't do that much damage either. I do vaguely remember this whole area, how it looks. That's sort of where you go to face Doku. At least these guys are super easy to deal with, barely an inconvenience. Super slow. That. Some of these enemies here. No path. Okay. Well, let's find out what actually happens when I kill these guys. There might be something that actually activates from killing them. So let's see. Now, trying to fight two of these guys with a wooden sword isn't... It's not an easy endeavor, but it should be doable. They're not... In terms of AI, they're just not that difficult. I just need to be on top of things. Okay. Okay, they're both dead. Oh, nice. Oh, okay, so yeah. When you kill one, you actually do get stuff. Interesting, okay. So maybe I'm gonna go back then and start killing those other guys. Clearly, yeah, that's what I'm guessing the game was expecting the players to do. Yeah. So that by the time one gets to this point, they have an actually upgraded weapon, maybe, or a better weapon than this, because I will upgrade this to the unlabored flawlessness if that's what it takes, but I'd rather use a different weapon if I'm fighting Doku. This is an odd challenge. Not a bad one so far, I guess, but the structure of the design... Oh, wait. Is that what it is? I'm only gonna get a whole bunch of those, and I need to use it a bunch of times on the wooden sword. What is it? 6 more times if I want to make it the unlabored flawlessness. So that's 2 out of 6. And this would make it 3 out of 6. Let's see if that's how it works. Well, like I said, if using the unlabored flawlessness is what it takes, then I'll do it. Funny seeing them hold themselves, wrap themselves up as they die from pain from being hit with a wooden stick. Not a fun way to go, I imagine. Getting eaten up, brutalized like that, your internal organs turn to mush, probably. Right, so these guys aren't that hard, but you do have to watch out for their grabs. And I have to also recognize that I can't do charge attacks or ultimate techniques with the wooden sword, so no use trying. There doesn't seem to be much AoE at all on the wall slam attacks. Alright, that should be 4 out of 6, which means I believe there are 2 more. So let's find out where... Oh, there was at least another batch of those zombie enemies earlier up there, so let's kill them. That'll bring me to 5. Maybe if I start going down there, there'll be more enemies to fight. That's gonna be my guess. Okay, so I can kind of bounce back and forth between them. Because there seems to be some sort of internal cooldown where it resets their hyper armor. Oh shit, no. Okay, I need to be careful about that. Because I'm pretty sure that reset their entire HP pool. Okay, good. Giving me a chance to beat up on him. Not trying to grab me. What's the other guy doing? I keep getting worried it's gonna try to do a grab move, and it doesn't. Actually, this guy's not doing much either. I feel like the actually, the game might be bugged. Or no, the AI might be bugged. I was gonna say, because no matter what, hitting that guy didn't seem to do anything. And yeah, it took until killing that guy before this guy started reacting as well. So yeah, I'm guessing there was some sort of hitch in the game there somehow. There we go. That should be 5. The double checking here, but yeah, there's nothing. And I already went down here. I'm just gonna walk over here and see if there's some enemies that spawn. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. It seemed to make sense that it would progress from 1 to 3 to 1 to 2 to 3 of these guys, and fighting them with the wooden sword. Not the most fun, I'll say, but I think I have the skills to get it done. At least they're the... I'm pretty sure these guys are literally the weakest version of this enemy. They're the lowest level one. Doesn't get any easier than these guys. So at least I can appreciate that. They didn't make it crazy hard. Alright. Okay. Let's upgrade it. It's kind of gonna be a pain doing this every time you do this mission, though, if you fail at Doku, which I can see myself doing. If I fail at Doku here, I'm probably just gonna go do a different mission. Because I don't feel like beating my head against the wall over and over again trying to do one particularly difficult mission. This one's not that fun, to be honest. The wooden sword's not all that fun of a weapon to play with, and Unlabored Flawlessness is more fun, but it's still not that fun in my opinion. Especially against Doku. And also, I wonder who the sub-enemies are going to be, if they're going to stick me with, say, Ghost Fish, which would be awful. Or no sub-enemies, okay, good. Oh shit, Okay. Ah, shit. Oh, no more? Oh, okay. Oh shit. I thought I had that timed right, and I did, but I was still in range of that last sequence of attacks in his combo. I don't have his combo fully memorized, but I kind of have a pretty good sense of the rhythm and when it's going to end. Oh shit. So, if I were feeling more badass, I should have just... okay. Okay. God damn it. So his charge attack just outright kills you when you have that low HP, I guess. If this requires me to start over again from the very beginning, I'm just gonna... yeah. I'm just gonna quit this. Because that's a pretty annoying mission, not gonna lie, where you have to go through all of this with a wooden sword, which is just not that fun of a weapon to play with. Just to upgrade it to a more fun, but still not that fun of a sword. Then doing a boss fight, where, to be fair, I was just careless and not good. Okay. But still, it requires it to be very, very, not outright perfect, perhaps, but close to perfection. Oh, I was wondering where the bad guy was. Oh, shit. Oh, it's this version, the one at the beginning of the game. I've never beaten him in that matchup. So, this should be interesting. I really don't know his animations well at all. Not that I know the original Doku's animations all that well. Oh shit, I should have rolled into him. Charge attack is easy to punish. Just gotta be careful. Oh, Damn. Okay, wow. That does a shit ton of damage. I should have just healed myself as soon as he stabbed me. Okay, yeah, that's an attack that I'm not that familiar with because, again, I've never beaten him um, in this form from the beginning of the game. So, it got me a couple of times for it to be fatal. But it comes out so quickly, I'm not even sure how you're supposed to guard against that. I'm not sure I could have rolled away or something, even if I knew about the attack, or even if I was quite familiar with the attack. Oof. Ooh, I thought I was gonna get hit by that. Oh shit, yeah, like that, right? That is quick. You just need to be very careful where you are standing relative to him, I guess. Oh shit! But then again, sometimes you get punished like that. Or like that. Are you kidding me? God damn it. Oh, come on. Oh, that attack, man. Alright. Okay, there we go. That's pretty cool. I like the fact that that is just a straight up duel. I don't know why they stuck the laser sword onto me instead of a more traditional samurai sword, given the setup, but whatever. And yeah, it's a regular duel. You don't get access to your ninpo or whatever. That's and there are no sub enemies to mess things up. That. Okay, that's one arm. Okay. Yeah, I got some healing from one of the blue orbs and used the other one for the ultimate technique. Okay, go out of the way of that one. And let's see if we can break that arm. Then that one. Use the ultimate technique there. Go through that. And then. No, we're gonna need to cycle one more. Fortunately, this cycle is gonna be a little more annoying because of those things that it spits out, but it should still be perfectly doable. Okay. There we go. And is that it? Or are there more enemies? Is there another wave? Okay, there's more. Oh, neat. That's a fun weapon. Even if it's a little difficult to use, but let's go ahead and use it. Then again, against this boss, well, if it's just one-on-one, it's a very small space here, though. A second to react. I got some free hits in, or at least I got one free hit in. Okay, that was pretty easy. Just had to keep getting behind it. Alright, that was... Yeah, these are two of the less difficult bosses, I'd say. Oh, this one's probably Rachel. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, destroy all enemies. What enemies? Okay, oh, it's this guy. Shit, I hate this boss. Not one that I find fun at all. Guessing they're gonna be sub-enemies Oh no, okay. Alright, I deserved that. I rolled right into his grab. Doesn't do too much damage though. This isn't like Master Ninja difficulty here. Oh, come on. I was worried about that. I thought I'd managed to jump out of the way in time. Okay. Oof, okay. I've gotten the hang of... Actually, you can just run around in a circle, huh? You don't need to do a roll jump. Oh shit, I deserve that one. I know he follows up that one attack with the grab very often, so you need to either do an attack like that or just roll away first and then respond with an attack. And I just clumsily jumped right into it. My bad. Wait, that's the exact same. Just weaker. Like, True Dragon Sword is stronger than Plasma Saber Mark II. Is it just for showing off? I'm just gonna try to not make it extra hard on me. Okay. Okay. Good. Oh, he's not summoning his buddies, which he usually likes to do a lot of. Oh shit. Okay. Oh shit! Ah! I knew I was cutting it a little close, but I thought I could roll away in time. Sadly, I couldn't. Okay. Okay, there we go. Not too bad. Alright, I enjoyed that boss actually, so... Okay, nice, took care of that, but let's see what we got next. Oh, it's the military guys. I find the military enemies to be some of the least fun. Captivating goddesses. Let's try this, and then I'll call it a stream after that, I guess. I think that's... yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna try doing... actually, no, I'll just call it a stream after doing this captivating goddesses part. Okay. Ishtaros. Fun boss, but quite difficult dealing with them with a lot of other enemies. I'll just go ahead and kill these guys first. Oh shit, saw that coming too. Am I rolling on Space Ishtar? I am planning on it, yeah. I don't know how deep I'm gonna go into my St. Quartz pile, but it should be a decent amount, I guess. Probably at least 100 pulls. Because it does have unique skill, right? Or unique ability, which I think makes her really desirable. And plus, she's Space Ishtar. But yeah, definitely plan on pulling for her. Oof. Okay. Oh shit, no. Okay, good. Oh shit. Ah. Okay. Should kill it. Good. Now it's just one-on-one. I used to have this boss down completely when it was one-on-one. But when it was with mobs, I always had a lot of trouble with it. He is a fun boss though. Absolutely keeps you on your toes the whole time. Really cannot afford to mess up even a little bit. That just for the hell of it. Oh shit. Got the timing down wrong. Okay, got that. Okay, got the healing. There we go. Hell, even left one of the mobs alive. Fun boss. Managed to do it. Okay, this one, Nikkei. Or no, this one's not Nikkei. This one is Alma. This one, I don't know how I'll handle. This one's a tough boss fight as well. I actually find Alma tougher than Ishtaros, even though Ishtaros is technically kind of a higher level boss. Figurine Flail. Let's go with the Dragon's Claw. That works. 1 and 1. Alright. Okay, got the buff. Okay. Alright, nope. Alright, looks like the AI they're following is the normal difficulty version, which is good. In Master Ninja difficulty, I'm pretty sure she throws 8 of those. Oh shit. Which is just an absolute bitch to deal with. Oh, no, okay, that. That's my bad, you can't be hanging out there like that. Ah. Oh, I didn't get grabbed there. Ah. Okay. Oh, get away from me. Ah. Really not getting my opportunities to attack right now. Stop throwing things. There we go. Go. There we go. Killed the other one. Now let's take care of Alma. Ooh, shit. Go. Ooh, okay, it's gonna be tougher versions. Oh no. Oh shit. Okay, these guys are gonna be the death of me. They're very annoying. And yeah, they're both distracting and do a lot of damage. So can I actually kill them this way? Oh shit. That was a lost opportunity. Shit. Nice, okay. Killed both of them with that. Oof, saved by the Ninpo. Wow. Cool. Of intelligence. That's about. What's this? Save Rachel. Oh shit. I'm gonna have to kill archers. I hope I don't have to use my own archery. What weapons do I have? Victorian Flail might be the way to go. Secondary Shuriken. Azuma. I can throw. What the? Oh shit. Okay. Didn't realize there was gonna be ghost fish. That is gonna prove to be a very big pain. Because they are very constraining in what kind of movements I can do. Okay. I got the kick. Okay, good. As long as they're not ghost fish, it's actually not too bad. Kicks. I wonder if she screams every time she gets hit or something. Okay. Oh shit, no, these guys, huh? Alright, in that case, let me switch out the armlet to with the sun. I don't need to worry about throwing with these guys. Okay. Or kicks, I guess. Oh, wow, no. Okay, come on. Yeah, okay. The army guy. Okay, there's another one of these guys. Okay, he's dead. Okay, he's dead. What's next? Is it just these guys now? Might be. I mean, these guys can't do anything to Rachel, but I guess they want me to kill him regardless. And I don't mind. Okay, that was pretty good. Kind of impregnable defense kind of thing, I guess. Oh, okay, now we gotta use Rachel. Using Rachel to beat Mirai. That's not a fun boss fight. Not with Rachel. Let's go to potency. Classes. Okay. We got that guy. Ooh, now he's dead. Okay, there we go. Oh, he did double. Is that from the AI? From the difficulty? Or is that just an illusion from rhythm? Could either. Okay. Okay. Oh shit! I was worried about that. You don't want to be standing up right in front of him. Oh, wait, what happened there? In terms of physics, things looked a little off. Alright, let's use her ninpo. Oh, no, another attack. Ah, they didn't even give me any HP. You could do grab attacks on enemy bosses, like you could do on regular enemies. How bosses can do to you, like that. Oh, I was trying to roll out of the way there. Good. The red ninja is by far the most annoying one there. Good. Healing. There we go. Nice. I might be able to complete this one. They destroy all enemies, captivating goddesses. How difficult it's gonna be. She gets all the regular weapons she does. We got 2 of those, no valuables. Sun. That's it. Okay. Dealing with crowds, this can work all right. See if I can make it work fine. Okay. Get some healing. But if you use ultimate techniques, you can't get healing, sadly. Oh, these guys are pretty obnoxious. Oh shit. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's actually get some breathing room with her ninpo. Come on. Oh, the ninpo firing off the button sequence can be really troublesome. Just there, you need to press both 2 buttons at once, and I was really having a lot of trouble doing that. Go. Alright, there we go, mostly healed up. Okay. Close enough to healed up that I think I'd rather use the blue orb for the ultimate technique. Okay. Good, got that. Nice. Okay, got that. Nice, got the samurai. Nope, the samurai's still alive, but now he's dead. Got the white ninja. Here of the mage. Good. That. Ooh, red ninja, they are the worst. Okay. Shit. Good, took care of 2 of them. Good, took care of all of them. Nice. Alright. That was not too bad, actually. That was pretty fun. I'm starting to warm up to Rachel. I think, like, situations like this is actually, it's pretty fun. Fighting with her. Man, there's so many you have to get through that I really don't want to do, like, the shooting stuff. That seems like just unfun. But let's try doing Desperation. Let's see what this is all about. Both you and your enemies die with one hit. Okay, so this is like Dante will die. Or not Dante will die. Heaven or Hell difficulty in Dante in Devil May Cry. Right, none of this matters. Okay. Do I not have any projectile weapons? I don't. Okay. One hit KO. Okay. Okay. Wow, this is really intense. Like, being able to survive no hits, right? Oh shit. I guess this is like a real battle, right? In a real sword fight, you get one shot, right? You get hit once, and maybe not only once. You might get a couple at most. So yeah. Now, I don't know why they... Well, I do know why they stuck us with the wooden sword, because fuck you, that's why, but it does make it harder because the moveset is something that I'm just not quite as used to. But you only need one hit, so it's not like combos matter all that much anymore. Okay. Go. Go. I am abusing the camera, let's see. Okay. I'm not sure why it took so much to actually hit that properly. Okay. Well, that was kind of boring. I mean, yeah, it was both kind of intense and not that interesting. Okay, oh, okay, I guess this is all one-hit kills. Fun. Whoops. I wish you could load these a little faster, though. That's one thing, because I don't mind it if it's this difficult, right? And requires this much perfection. Maybe I do a little, but not. It's not the worst situation. Ah, but the fact that you end up having to sit through the loading screen every time you want to restart like this. I guess there isn't much of a loading screen if I'm being honest. But the fact that you have to sit through the menu and everything. Oh, come on. God damn. Alright, I'm just gonna quit this. I'm gonna do... Well, I might not do another... I might end the stream now, actually, but let me see if there are any other, like, challenges that would actually be fun. Descent of the Fiends could be good. Or I could try to get through Military Destruction. In terms of difficulty, it looks like Military Destruction is lower than the other ones. But it is military, which is just, in my opinion, not that fun in this game. The military enemies are some of my least favorite enemies. The levels involving the military stuff, again, some of my least favorite levels in this game. Okay. So he's got mobs. Guess I don't have... He's in a drop. Although, oh, maybe they purposefully don't give you the Izuna drop so you can't use it on him. So you can launch him and follow him up with the launch. Because he's not a boss that you can face as Ryu in the regular game. It's only with Rachel, who has no Izuna drop, obviously. Oh, no, we do have these. Okay, I was mistaken. Get some healing. Is this guy faster than a ninja? Yeah, he's fighting with an arrow sticking out of his face, I think, or his hat. Ah. Yeah, I think he was trying to do a throw there. Where's the arrow anyway? It's like stuck to his chest, something like that. There we go. Not a tough boss, kind of annoying though. Not the most fun. Oh, it's gonna be the motorcycle guys. I hate the motorcycle guys. I really dislike them as additions to Sigma. I appreciate that they were going for a new type of enemy that looked pretty cool, but unfortunately, I think the results left a lot to be desired. They're just not that fun to fight. But let's try to get through this, because you do need to beat a good number of them in order to unlock some of the later missions. Oh, they seem to be invulnerable to those. Like, Eternal Legend is a really fun mission that unfortunately you don't get access to it right off the bat, which is quite a shame in my opinion. Go. Go, got the guillotine through. I've rarely gotten that. That's pretty tough to pull off, to be honest. Doing the guillotine throw on a guy on a motorbike. But it's a pretty dependable way of knocking them off of the bike, that's for sure. Go. Go. It is pretty fun to kill them after you've knocked them off their bikes, though. They can be so damn annoying when they're on their bikes. They're just satisfying. That wasn't too bad. What's next? It's just a bunch of enemies. Dragon sword. Okay, we have the whole range of weapons. 3. Alright, let's go for straight up offense here. Things go as quickly as possible. Okay. Done. Okay, there we go. It's not taking that many hits to kill most of these guys because of the buffs and the arm circlet or whatever. Which I'll gladly take. Because having to hit some of these guys multiple times to kill him has been in the past one of the more annoying parts of fights like this. There we go. Oh shit, oof, where are you targeting? He's already dead. There we go. Right, let's use... Oh, meant to use these in a drop. Let's actually try switching weapons for a bit. The Dragon Sword is definitely fun, but Dark Dragon's Blade is also super fun. A little harder to use, especially when you're dealing with crowds like this, but it is super powerful. Oh. Oh shit, let's pick up some HP, killed that. Ah shit, alright, let's do this more carefully than just trying to spam the T. Go. Instead of spamming UT, let's spam wall attacks, that works. Go. Alright, more HP. Nice. Alright. Back to full HP. Both of you. Oh shit. For handling these guys, maybe I should just go ahead and use the windmill shuriken. Okay, good. And yeah, the incendiary shuriken, and we got 2 of them that way. Nice. Got that, and we got 3 of them that way. Oh shit, got thrown, or got grabbed. Got some HP. Ah, no, there was an HP there. Oh shit. Wall attack. Guillotine throw. Ah shit. Okay. Need to heal up. Good. Oh shit. Man, I'm getting hit pretty hard. These projectile. This is one reason why I hate the military guys. The huge amount of gunshot and like bazooka fire. Just it's not a very fun challenge in my opinion in this game to try to deal with them. Oh shit. Okay. So I'm not sure what's up with the music, but the music seems to have just stopped this game. It might be bugged. The music's just quiet. There. Take care of one. Get this one. That one. Yeah, see, like, these guys, you know, they're somewhat tough, right? But they're mainly tough because they just spam those rockets and force you to keep moving in a certain way. Not that fun. Oh, it's helicopter and... Alright, I guess I'll call it a stream for now then, for today. Oh, wait, no. Shit, well, I did unlock these. Nice. Okay, I'll do these. Because, yeah, I've gotten through a good number of these. I don't want to force myself to do unfun ones, but I do want to unlock Eternal Legend, which will probably require me to force myself through a lot of unfun ones. But these are fun. I like these, the ones where you do a mirror match against an enemy who has all the same moves and attacks as you. Weapons. Must have been fun for Team Ninja to code this guy's AI, thinking about how real players play. Because this isn't, you know, fundamentally a multiplayer game, but almost, you have to think of it almost like one. You're building this enemy. Shit. Ooh, shit. No, oh shit. Yeah, that's annoying, like when you get hit with attacks like that where you had no way of anticipating it. It's the kind of move that you as a single player character has access to, but it's pretty cheap when you face it in an enemy, you know? But okay, so let's try to do a little better this time. And let's go with the True Dragon Sword again. That is in my opinion, the best weapon to use in these fights. Okay. Oh, no. Gotta hit the pin. Alright. It is a shame that your Izuna drops just don't do nearly as much damage against them as theirs do against you. That sucks. Ah, shit. Oh no, I was trying to roll through that. Oh shit. Got me on the upswing. It's alright. Not too bad. Yeah, these fights, to be honest, sometimes feel like they're just coin flips. You just have to get lucky a few times, but there are general strategies you can use to make sure you're not exposed defensively, that you punish. Alright, let's actually use the weapons that they present you with. This. I think it's a little more exciting fighting in like this. Oh shit. Counter attack. finding much oof in terms of chances to do lots of damage. Ooh, no. Ah. Damn it. Seems to have a counter, which I'm not sure how to counter that myself, because he can just run a counter on you off of a hit that you were attacking him. I guess you just have to make sure not to attack him when he's blocking then. Yeah, that's probably the way to go. But otherwise, yeah, I think I just have to keep being more careful, not giving him as many chances to attack. Yeah, I might have been a little too aggressive. Oh shit, that one's annoying. It's hard to pull off too. Ah, yeah, that counter. Oof. Okay, he can just do a full-on combo on you off those counters, huh? Alright, yeah, need to make sure not to attack him when he's blocking at all. When he's blocking, instead, try to do a guillotine throw, maybe? I haven't really pulled off successful guillotine throws against this guy in the past, but it might be viable. Come on. Stop jumping on me, dude. Yes, alright, got some hits in that way. Nice, okay, got some hits in that way. Ooh, okay, got a bit of a combo in. Ooh, nice, and he comboed me. Ah, shit. Nice. Ah, shit. Oh, god damn it. I should have just used my own ninpo. Use the iframes from that. Ah, no. Okay, I'm out of healing. Oh, shit. Oh, come on. I didn't realize that the like the touch damage from the fire that is around him would be that big, the AoE. So I didn't realize I'd roll right into his attack. I thought I'd roll into him and then use my own ninpo, but that was a mistake. I'm gonna switch up the weapon actually. Instead of the Vigorian Flail, let's just go with a weapon that I'm personally more comfortable with. And let's use the Incendiary Shuriken ourselves, because it is a good weapon in this context. Okay. Oh shit, he's gonna do a slam attack, damn it. Caught on the wrong end of that one. Ooh, there we go. Did that just in time. I heard him do his, oh shit. Should have done the... he's gonna drop. There we go. I heard him do the ninpo, and I was like, shit, I don't have anything to do other than do a wall slam attack and hope that the iframes are in time. And they were. Alright, I believe I fight this guy in the same place as the dragon boss. I do. And it's gonna be with the Dabilaro. Then the dragon boss isn't around, that'd be quite a pain. Okay. Oh shit. Go. Alright, this fight is kind of dumb, I guess. We're just going back and forth, constantly just bashing each other's brains in with this big-ass sword. Eventually, one of us pulled it off. Thankfully, I was the last man standing. Alright, now which weapon am I gonna use? Okay, True Dragon Sword. This should be a fun one. It's a good place for the matchup. Let's use Incendiary Shuriken. It's fine. Okay. Go. Go. Okay. Go. Managed to eat up the time spent with the fire wheels. There we go. That wasn't too bad. The Dragon Sword is a easy weapon to use, relatively speaking. And now with her. Interesting. Who do we fight? Is it a mirror match? Against herself or against Ryu? Oh shit, it's against Ryu. Oh, this is not gonna be fun. Well, actually it might. We'll see. It's probably gonna be hard though. It's like, this guy's hard enough when you're playing as Ryu, but when you're playing as Rachel, who's just not quite as fluid or as capable in my opinion, I'm not quite sure what to expect, but it'll also depend on how they tune the AI here. There we go. Yeah, let's make sure to exploit the openings for throws. Yeah, keep getting throw opportunities that being able to exploit that. Oh shit. Go. Nice. Right. Nice, managed to throw him out of a charge attack. Enemies love doing that to you in the game, so it's pretty satisfying to do it to an enemy. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, no, no, no. Ah, shit. I should have tried to do a wall slam attack for the iframes. I just froze. I thought maybe I could do a roll in time, but I couldn't time the roll. I was too late. But yeah, this is pretty tough. I was having decent luck with it for a time, but then he can kill you pretty quickly with that Ninpo. It is annoying when the enemy uses the Ninpo like that. Draws first blood, good for him. But it's whoever draws last blood that matters, right? What? Wait, what happened? I thought I caught him in the throw. Oh. Trying to bully him against the wall, eh? Try to do that when the opportunity arises. Okay. Oh shit, no, don't do that. There we go. I think it doesn't last too long. Okay, got that timed right. Nice. It's too bad the throw does so little damage. It is easy to pull off at least. They probably figured that out when they were playtesting. That her throws are pretty easy to pull off against this guy. Ah, shit. Alright, well at least the invincibility there saved me from actual death. Ooh, nice. And then a bit of a throw combo. There we go. Yeah, not too bad. Not the most fun, to be honest. I teased it a little bit just because it's not the most fun boss. Alright, nice. That's some Abyss bosses. These are tough. But anyway, I'll end the stream there actually because I've done enough and there's a lot more, I guess, or I still need to get through at least another 10, I think, if I want to unlock Eternal Legend. I'm dreading some of these, but I'm pretty impressed actually. I got through a good number of them. So I'll leave it at that for now, and next time I'll probably stream maybe Tuesday, try to do during Ball's Banner and do my polls there. Maybe not. I don't know, I'll probably do some Guildfest streams as well for the challenge quests during the week, so I look forward to that. But in the meanwhile, I hope everyone has a good rest of the Sunday and a good start of the week. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.